because I'm moving faster than you, and that light is coming from so far away over such a long period of time, the the light we're seeing is gonna be a couple days apart.
Wow. So we're
Even though
seeing
we're both
Andromeda from 2 different days
right,
perspectives.
you would see it a couple days.
I'm seeing Andromeda Monday, you're seeing it on Wednesday.
So we're both seeing it at the same time,
Right.
but I'm seeing the light that they released on Wednesday, you're seeing the light it released on Monday.
That's crazy.
But 4,000,000 years ago.
Right, which is
Well,
still
I think it's like 2.5 million. So my the light I'm seeing is 2.5 million in 2 days. Yours is just 2.5 million years. Like, that's
that's
what they're saying.
crazy.
So then how do you define now? Because we both same moment, same point, same space, but because one's traveling at a different speed. W Once you get to, like, a level that on that scale, it could cause days difference.
That's really crazy stuff. It's amazing we can
Yeah.
agree on anything as a people. Like,
That's why
I
sometimes we're days apart.
I
Yeah, it's crazy.
Interesting,
Yeah.
so then maybe the wokesters out there were onto something there, man. Maybe, there is my truth and your truth. Maybe there is my reality and your reality.
It's your universe,
It's
my
my
universe,
yes,
you know?
that's right.
We're on
Yeah.
totally different timelines.
That is a wild, concept. I've never really
Yeah.
thought about that before. It's amazing they use the Andromeda, uh, situation as a way to measure it.
Well,
Very
it's not
interesting.
they haven't measured it. It's like it's a paradox. It's a
2
theory.
That's a theory. 2 people pass each other on the street, and according to one of the 2 people, an Andromedan space fleet has already set off on its journey, while to the other, the decision as to whether or not the journey will actually take place has not yet been made. How can there
Uh,
how can there still be some uncertainty as to the outcome of that decision? If to either person the decision has already been made, then surely there cannot be any uncertainty. The launching of the space
yeah.
fleet is an inevitability. In fact,
Because if I already saw it,
it happened.
but it hasn't happened yet for you.
In fact, neither of the people
Yeah.
can yet know of the launching of the space fleet. They can know only later, when telescopic observations from Earth reveal that the fleet is indeed on its way. Then they can hark back to that chance encounter and come to the conclusion that at that time, according to one of them, the decision lay in the uncertain future, while to the other, it lay in the certain past. Was there then any uncertainty about that future, or was the future of both people already fixed? Mind blown, my man.
It's a
Yeah.
simulation.
This
A
simulation, man.
simulation.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's everything's predetermined already,
Yeah, that
right?
basically says, well, then you can predict the future
If you could see it.
if you can see it. So maybe we have elements and factions within our
Mm.
government who have utilized technology, maybe even remote viewing to see the future.
Yeah.
Right? And, to know I've one of my favorite theories out there in the conspiracy world, according to declassified CIA documents, is they claim the government has this machine essentially that acts like a movie projector, and onto a flat area, it can project three-dimensionally the past and the future. And they can
Wow.
see into the past, and then they can also see into the future. And there's a belief out there that the whole reason they set up CERN and are doing all this wacky stuff with experimentation is because they know that no matter what equation they throw into our future, we always end up at this same point where the future ends. And they are
Wow.
constantly trying to get us out of
That would
that
be crazy.
that inevitable future point where the imagery stops playing, where there's no more imagery. right? The end of humanity or time, if you will.
Time, man.
And
And then
so,
what happens?
well, maybe that's why they set up CERN, or maybe that's why Hillary Clinton went and stole Gilgamesh's Stargate out of Baghdad. We're trying to mix and mingle with all these other dimensions and save our planet, man.
We're just praying to every god and
Every god.
doing everything we can.
It's that guy in the Mummy who has every necklace.
Psycho, dude.
And then he holds up the Jewish star and it saves him, right? Isn't it the Jew?
Because then he's a slave.
He's a
The guy's
slave.
like, yeah, oh, you're a slave. Yeah, what a great scene.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, good stuff, dude. That blew my mind.